Hello friends, and this is Ajay. Now I will explain the topic ratio and proportion. In this video I will explain the topic alligation rule. These are the three questions that I will discuss in this tutorial. If you are able to solve these questions in 3 minutes, then you can skip this tutorial. And conditions for using alligation. All quantities must belong to the same variable, and the balancing quantity should separate the cheaper and costlier varieties to its either side. That is, here if it is the cost price of a quantity, then it must be a cost price of another quantity. That is, both the quantities should represent the cost price only, and the balancing quantity should separate the cheaper and costlier varieties to its either side. And this is the balancing quantity. It separates the one quantity to the other quantity on either sides. And coming to the first question, a man has two varieties of sugar costing 30 rupees and 50 rupees per kg. In what ratio he has to mix these two so that he neither gains nor loses while selling the mix at 40 rupees per kg. So given that he has two varieties of sugar costing 30 rupees and 50 rupees. So write these two quantities in these two circles. Now he mix these two quantities and sell the mix at 40 rupees per kg. So the difference with the first quantity is 10 rupees and with the second quantity is 10 rupees. And these two represents the ratio that he has to mix, that is 10:10 is equal to 1:1. Therefore the ratio that he has to mix is 1:1. And this is the approach for alligation rule. And if you look at another example, here he mixes these two quantities so that he gains 20% profit while selling the mix at 48 rupees per kg. In the previous case, he neither gains profit nor loses, and he sells the mix at 40 rupees only. But here he gains 20% profit while selling the mix at 48 rupees per kg. So for 120 cp the cost is 48 rupees. For 100 cp, how much we have to calculate, that is 40 rupees. So if you tabulate the results in this way, it is same as in the previous case, which gives the ratio he has to mix is 1:1. And coming to the second question, in a class there are 60 students and the average mark of failed students is 35 and passed is 65, and find the number of students who failed if the average mark of entire class is 45. So first note down the average mark of passed and failed students, that is 65 and 35, and the entire class average is 45, and the difference between the passed and failed to that average mark is 10 and 20. Therefore the ratio of passed to failed is 1:2. So from this you can get the total number of students who are failed and who are passed. And we have to find out the number of students who failed, that is the ratio of failed to the sum of ratio into the total number of students, which gives 40. Therefore the number of students failed are 40. And coming to the third question, a man has lent a sum of 20 lakhs rupees in two parts, and first part at a rate of 12% per annum and the next part at the rate of 20% per annum, and it is the simple interest only. If he earns 3,60,000 rupees as interest, then find the sum lent in first part. So first note down the rate of interest for first part and second part, that is 12 and 20, and now find the average interest rate, that is the total interest by the sum lent into 100, that is which gives 18%, and it is the average rate of interest. Now if we look at the difference between the first part and second part and the average, that is which gives 1:3. The ratio of first part and second part is 1:3. Now find out the sum lent in the first part, that is 1/4 into Total sum 20 lakhs, which gives 5 lakhs. Therefore, the sum lent in first part is 5 lakhs. And this is the answer for this question. Thank you.